Hi, welcome back to Marianne Pops in the Dark. It's like 5 after 7 p.m. So I have a bowl of soup over here cooling off, so that's 8 points on my plan. Oh, it might be 7 points now. I didn't even look it up. It is 8 points. So I haven't had the best day again. I'm not on track. Just not on track. It was a stormy, rainy day today. I've just been sitting here trying to keep warm. I'm in my thermal shirt here. That's why I'm having some soup. So it was storming all day today. It's finally stopped. I have some clothes in the dryer right now because while I was sitting here bored with myself and trying to keep warm, I went ahead and submitted an application for a job, and they texted me back, and I have an in-person interview on Thursday. I could have made it for tomorrow, but I thought, well, no, I got to make sure I have something to wear, because do my clothes even fit? So I threw some slacks. I mean, I pulled them out of the closet, but I haven't worn them in so long that I just pulled them out. I thought, well, I better wash them and dry them, so I'll get them out of the dryer. I won't have to iron them. I put about 3 different tops. So some black slacks and, business casual. I'm just going to dress business casual. I don't have to put a dress or a suit on or anything for this job, so. But it's a distance away, so I'll take the bus because I don't want to do all that driving. I could drive, but it's at an amusement park, and so I don't want to have to try to park. I can just get off the bus right there. So easy peasy. So I don't have to stress about that, and I could let my nerves settle while I'm on the bus because I haven't had a job interview in over 32 years or so. It's been quite a while. But it's going to be in person, so at least I can ask questions and see what I am required to do and how many hours I would have to work and things like that. Because I honestly don't want to work 40 hours a week. I don't want full-time. I'm looking for part-time. But sometimes part-time means it's just an endless amount of hours. It doesn't mean like little time. Sometimes it means a lot of time. I've seen that before. So anyway, it's been quite a day. So I will get back on track tomorrow and get out on my walk. And so I will be doing walking when I go for my job interview because I'm going to have to walk from the bus stop over to the employment office over there. So I will get some walk in that day. So I will get back on track. So I made my appointment time so I could have my tracked breakfast, go to the interview, and get home just on time for lunch. So I think I probably should have made it a little earlier because it's going to be 45 minutes. So 12:30. Yeah, I might not make it home by 2 o'clock. I might have messed that up, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. I can watch General Hospital on Hulu. And since I haven't gone grocery shopping, I can just pick up a salad on the way home, walking home, or whatnot. We'll see. Or there's a Subway on the way home. I can get a little 6-inch sandwich. We'll figure it out. Here's day 14. The other half of the little girl. Okay. It's a bell. Ding dong, ding dong. Okay. So that's that. Where's my Tupperware? My soup is still hot, and the clothes should be just about dry. So it's chapter 14 of Luke. It's basically about when you invite guests. When you're invited to a event or a dinner party, and that when you arrive you shouldn't take the seat of honor in case somebody more important or perceived as more important than you arrives and you're sitting in their seat. Kind of like when you sit in somebody's seat at your WW meeting. So you don't want to have to be asked to get up and move back. And that happened to me once I went to a big a seminar, and I tend to go ahead and take the back seat. So I took the back corner seat, And I didn't know that I was seating where all the speakers were sitting because they didn't have it marked off. And who would think they'd be sitting in the back row? You would think they would be sitting up there ready to go up. But nobody asked me to move, and it was a good experience because I met a lot of the high achievers to get some nuggets for and associate with some people I wouldn't have been associating with. So it was a good experience. I didn't get kicked out, but I was trying to do the right thing. And then there's also the parable of the great feast where when the time for dinner came, he dispatched a man gave a great dinner to which he invited many. So when the time came for the dinner, a lot of people were RSVPing that they couldn't make it. They couldn't make it. They couldn't make it. So he sent his servant out to get all the poor people in the streets and the crippled and the blind and the lame to come on in. And still they had room after those people came in. So he sent them out to go to the highways and hedgerows and make people come in that my home may be filled. So, for I tell you, none of these men who were invited will taste my dinner. So we're invited now to seek the kingdom of God and follow Jesus and to be able to sit with him at the great banquet in heaven. And if we're turning down that invitation, we're going to miss out. So we don't want to say no to that. And then they had sayings on discipleship, like you have to give up everything to follow Jesus. Every one of you who does not renounce all his possessions cannot be my disciple. That's what he was saying to them. He was just saying, leave everything, leave everybody, and follow me. And then there's the simile of salt. Salt is good, but if salt itself loses its taste, with what can its flavor be restored? It is fit neither for the soil nor for the manure pile. It is thrown out. Whoever has ears to hear ought to hear. So we want to be like good salt. They also had the healing of the man with dropsy on the Sabbath, and should we be doing this on the Sabbath? But they were unable to answer his question. So, excuse me. So, how does that go to Weight Watchers? Don't sit in somebody's seat at the Weight Watcher meeting, lest you be kicked out and have to move to or get the stink eye. I finally figured out that I was sitting in somebody's seat. I hadn't realized it at the time, but she sits there with her son, so. But some people who had been sitting in the front row, for whatever reason, they were already there and they didn't sit in the front row this time. So there was like 3 empty rows. So I went ahead and sat in the front row last Sunday. Now, if I get this job, I'm going to have to work Sundays. So we'll see. It's my first interview. So I'm either going to get it or I'm not going to get it. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, because they have meetings every day of the week except one day, I think, at my place. So I would just have to go into the meeting and weigh in whatever day off I would have that week. So if I get this job, my weigh-in day might change every week. I might go and weigh in a different day to get my weight loss. So it might get confusing, but a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. So I didn't complete my Social Security application because when I called there today, they're saying inheritance might count and all this other stuff. And so I'm kind of waiting to see if I get that by the end of the year. That's what all this stress is about, because something that should be so simple is being made complicated because some people think they're entitled to more than was put to them. So it's just a big, I'm fine. It is what it is. It wasn't mine to hand out, so I'm not going to fight it. It's I'm going to get plenty. I mean, not a super uber amount, but it needs to be settled and it needs to be taken care of because it's been like a year already. Um, it should have been settled a few months ago because it was pretty simple. But a couple people want to make it difficult. I'm taking the high road on this one. And I'm sure I'll be okay. Like God said, don't worry about it. So I'm going to start applying for jobs and see what I come up with. Honestly, don't want to travel that far to a job, but I can take the bus. So that's the bonus. I don't have, there's a bus that will get me right to the entrance of the place. So I don't have to worry about getting there. I know how to drive. I just don't want to do all the driving. I don't like driving. So I'll go there with my best smile. I'll wear my teeth, but I have to wear a mask to the interview, so I don't think it's going to matter, really. But anyway, so oh my gosh, it's like 10 days till Christmas. Everything's been sent out for Christmas, so if I get this job, I might be working Christmas Day. I don't know how, I'm sure I got to get it. If I get the job, I got to go get a drug test and do all that and get trained and whatnot, so, I said that I could start on... Actually said I was available starting next Monday, which is my birthday, so that would be funny. But we'll see. But if it's just a seasonal job, I think I'm going to pass. But if it's a continuous part-time job, yeah. So that's the other thing. It didn't say seasonal, so I don't know if it's seasonal or... the Christmas season's almost over. I don't think they're going to hire me for 1 week. Let's see. Let's see if they even do. My biggest question is, if I have to use the restroom, can I leave and go real quick? Come back. That's the biggest question. I can do the standing for hours upon hours. Did it for years. I don't have a problem with that. So none of that's a problem. And I don't have a problem smiling, but I do have to wear my teeth. I know. I'm wondering if I guess I should put on a little makeup. I don't like to wear makeup anymore, especially if I put mascara on, it makes my eyes turn red. So I don't. But I will. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say. I got to get the clothes out of the dryer and just go get a better night's sleep tonight and make sure my pants fit. You don't want to go in there. Honestly, don't want to wear a dress. Not on the bus. I could drive there, but I don't want to get all lost trying to park before a job interview. So if I just take a bus and get dropped off at the entrance, I just have to walk. And I already looked, there's a restroom on the way to the little office that I can get into. And so that's not, I've already pre-planned it. So everything's a go. I just have to flat iron my hair or curl it and put some barrettes. I gotta do something because I haven't gone to... I cut my hair a few months ago, but it's already grown. So I got to cut it again, but... Well, if I get the job, maybe I'll go to a salon and get a regular haircut and have somebody else wreck it. I don't know. I've always been afraid to get a haircut before all this stuff, just because they usually cut too much off or something, but yeah, it grows back. I'm lucky. Starting to get a little bit of gray hairs. I'm going to be 62 and I have almost all my hair. I'll be 62 on Monday. Almost all my hair is still natural color. I don't dye my hair, but I'm starting to get a little gray in here. So I just part it to the side and it kind of covers it. Little tricks. I don't want to go to all that expensive hair coloring and that stuff, so... Anyway, enough talk. Wish me luck. If it's meant to be, if it's meant to be, I'll get it. I just want a place to work where I'm going to enjoy it. And from what I've read, a lot of people like it there. So maybe I will too. But let's see. I am going to be 62. But they do say on their website that it's a good part-time job for high school students, retirees, and whatnot. So, and I'm one of those. So we'll see. Good luck to me. I've gotten used to not going to work. And I was going to just not go to work and just go ahead and get my Social Security. But anyways, if I get a part-time job and see how much money I'm making part-time, so that when I claim my Social Security, if I'm still working, I can make sure that if my income's not going to go over the cap, that next year it's going to be 19,000 something a year that you can make in a job and collect Social Security benefits. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's my first interview. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 15 of Vlogmas and Luke chapter 15.